Did you guys see this about Shakira?
Yes.
How she
And
found out
PK?
he was
How
cheating?
she found out? That's got to be the wildest.
All right,
He ate jam.
Yeah, I don't believe it.
Because the whole, it sounds like sounds too much, right? Like the idea that the entire family hates jam, but yet her jam is disappearing. That's how she found out. Why would that be cheating?
I buy it.
Why would it be cheating? Well, couldn't it be like, oh, that's
a friend came over.
Yeah,
and
my
had some
buddy
jam.
Frank comes over.
Well, if she already was suspicious, and then there was missing jam,
Right.
you put two and two together.
It wasn't the jam. I mean,
The
if
jam was the smoking gun.
I've got him scrambling, like texting his friend, like, "Yo, man,
I'm in a jam."
No, but also, who is this mistress woman who comes in and eats jam every single time? What are you doing?
That's rude. I would
that?
also, like, if I were in that situation, I'd be like, knowing how important the jam is in
Nobody
this
touched the
household.
jam.
No one touch. You can't eat that.
Some random Barcelona player just tweets, "I love jam."
I love jam.
Who doesn't like jam? That's the weird part to me.
Apparently,
It's just
the,
sugar.
the,
and
the
fruit.
Shakira family.
How do you pronounce her husband's name? Pique? Her former boyfriend or husband? I don't.
Or her partner. That's how we like to do it. Significant other is another way to do that. Dan.
So that was discovered. Thank you, Amin. I appreciate all the help in that
Mr.
regard.
Thesaurus to the rescue.
The story is, and Mike's not buying it, that the way Shakira discovered her partner was...
I think they were married. It was her husband.
Significant other covers everything.
Was cheating on her was because he hates the jam.
So do the kids.
And the jam kept going missing or went missing a couple of times.
She kept, apparently, according to the stories, she kept recognizing that the jam would get lower and lower. So someone was eating the jam. I had this very same, not very same. It was with Entenmann's Rich Frosted Chocolate Donuts. I always ate 2 at a time. I hated an odd number. And I discovered through a long enough sample that a housekeeper
was stealing them?
was eating an Entenmann's Rich Frosted Chocolate Donut 1 at a time. It was driving me mad.
Yeah,
because there was an odd number. Interesting. Quite the sleuthing you did on that. Housekeeper must have been horrified that you were counting the donut.
Where's the line on that?
It's a hole in the donut.
Where's the line on that? I feel like that's fine. I'm okay with my
Your housekeeper
eating a donut.
helping herself to a donut?
Was, but there was a denial initially.
Ooh.
Yep.
Oh, no. While she had like chocolate on her face?
Like a kid?
I'm the only one in this house that eats the Rich Frosted.
So you had that uncomfortable conversation. Did you immediately fire the housekeeper?
See, I know it's not my dad because he doesn't eat those donuts.
I don't want to like reveal, but you had a thing last week where you might have miscounted pictures
I
and
did.
stuff. So
Yeah.
like, I don't know if you're
investigation still pending.
That's valid, Chris Cody.
Yeah.
Yes, that was one of the weirdest things I've ever seen. Mike Ryan was insistent that there was a picture of his daughter on the fridge that was missing when all of us...
I spoke to a neurologist since, by the way.
I want the audience to hear this because it's strange. It was super strange. Mike Ryan comes in and his daughter, I see her on the fridge. It's the only picture of any human being, I think, that's on the fridge. It's in the corner. It's been in the corner since we got running water over there.
3 weeks ago.
Mike Ryan said there's a second picture, it's lost. And when I saw the first picture, I'm like, oh, it's back. It's not lost.
A lot of people thought they cracked the case.
Mike, we found it. It's there. But
it wasn't just, hey, a picture. It was who took the picture.
Yeah.
Someone took it.
It was immediately an accusation. Yeah. And none of us knew that the photo existed. And we went back. Well, some of us went back. Danny and Kirsten went back and found video of people in the kitchen a few months ago. There was no second photo on the fridge several months ago. Therefore, the existence of the second photo has not been proven to exist.
So I got down to the bottom of it. I'd confuse our refrigerator here in the office
Like
with
we
mine at
told you.
home.
Yeah.
like some had possibly mentioned.
A certain detective had told you so, and then you question his detective work.
Literally the
and then
worst
all of a
detective
sudden,
on earth. Tony literally walks back.
No,
and he's
Mike
like,
puts him on the case.
There's a picture of
I
your
solved
daughter,
the case
and Mike's
very
like, yeah, I know.
simply.
There's supposed to be 2, though.
No,
It was
and I
just
told him, no, there's not.
I think that one of the things that we're bypassing here, and Mike's getting away with it and shouldn't, and it's you can make neurology jokes all you want. There was the definitive accusation made, distrustful of all of us, that one of us secretly wanted to steal one of those baby pictures. It was not lost. It had not fallen in a crack. Somebody stole the photo. I believe an apology is in order.
No, I won't do that.
So maybe you missed.
Tony would have had to find a motive.
The
what
case
would
is
the
still
motive
pending.
have been?
See, Whitty, that's where I'm scared because
Case is still pending.
the
In
descent.
fact, I have more doubts now.
Put Detective Tony on the case.
No, this is the worst detective movie. This is like Glass Onion, but it's Shit Onion or something. Glass Bunion. This is the
Ass
worst.
onion.
I brought that up to say you may have
Ass
miscounted the donuts.
I still don't understand why we were accused of stealing a photo.
That's when back then I had all my faculties, apparently.
I want to.
I went home, I looked at my refrigerator, and I started getting really scared for my mental state.
I want to get to a couple of football things before we end the day today. One of them, I'm always talking for all the analysis in that sport, and it's better than it's ever been. We're able to quantify things in that sport better than we ever have. A lot of smart people are working on it. But I still don't know, watching football, what goes into good guard play. Like, I'm watching the game. There are 1,000 things I'm watching. I'm amazed by the precision, but I can't tell you watching a game who's a good guard. But Zach Martin of the Dallas Cowboys, I read a stat the other day that I was stunned by. Chris Halling had it, or Halling, I don't know how to pronounce his name. And it's that Zach Martin, by virtue of Pro Bowl selections, whether it's first team or second team, has had more Pro Bowl selections in his career than holding penalties.
He
That's
is one of the
amazing.
best players in the NFL, but because he's a guard, people are like, well, we don't really know what those
But
guys
He can pull, man.
It's impossible, though, to have a guard be famous in that sport, correct? Like,
So can I.
I can never, no matter how excellent he is, or even a lineman, really, because Trent Williams is totally overwhelming, too. People argue that he's the best player in the league, most dominant player in the league. But it's not possible for those people to be famous, right? They can't even be Aaron Donald. That stat I just gave you of he never has to cheat to do his job. More Pro Bowl selections than holding penalties called against him.
There has to be some missed holding calls there somewhere,
Yeah.
though.
That's how you know he's good, though. When
Don't
you
be
get caught.
smart.
Zach, no way
Martin.
it was. Yeah, no way it was Zach.
It couldn't have been.
Zach, no, you're wrong.
The only way to know that a guard is good is Madden ratings. I knew who all the good offensive linemen were in 2005 because that was my peak Madden playing time.
Draft a good guard.
Right, yeah, or like, one's available in free agency. Maybe you like a quick trade for a guard. But that was the only way that I knew who good offensive linemen were in that time. Willie Rofe was a monster.
Oh, Willie Rofe.
Everyone knows the good guards on their team, though, right? But you don't know other teams' guards.
Now, Willie Rofe was like world renowned, right? Like league renowned. You know,
Oh, but he wasn't a guard, though. He was a tackle. I mean, maybe he was a guard earlier in his career, but we know some of the tackles. They
I knew
ended up.
Kevin Mawai was a good center because he had a 97 rating in Madden.
Sean O'Hara. But he's a Giant, so that's why I know who he was.
I like the
Sean
idea.
O'Hara.
I like the idea that one back judge has called like 3 of these holding calls on him, and he hates this guy.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, this damn guy. Anytime
Got
I
it out
get
for
that
me.
crew, he shows him his stats. He's like, no one else calls this shit.
We're going to do the Thursday Thunder in a second.
I like that the back judge is like, I'm on to you. Everyone else, you've got everybody else fooled.
Yeah.
But I
like
know the
Old
truth.
Holdy Martin over here. That's a terrible nickname for him. I don't know why.
There's a back
Holdy
judge.
Martin.
There's a back judge with a personal vendetta.
Oh, Holdy Martin over here.
This is how you have Zach Martin coming home and talking to his significant other. Holdy Martin got me again.
Number
The way that
98.
someone
I
would
hate
complain
number
about their
98.
boss.
No, I'm talking about the back judge. The back judge, you said Zach Martin coming home to his wife. No, the back
He's
judge coming
also-
home to his wife and said, I can't believe it. No one at work sees what I see. Honey, it's okay. You just keep telling the truth.
Hate
And
it when
people
that
will
happens.
follow.
We'll do the Thursday Thunder in a second, but before getting out of here for the day, because I'm not going to allow Billy running into the shadows. I don't know how he's torpedoed Cynthia, but Buffalo Big Business has now derailed. Like, they've just united. They are censoring free speech. They are protecting Josh Allen, their most popular son of their most popular team. And we can't get at billboards anymore in the city. There were some available. We were going to get them. And then the businesses caved to local pressure. But we will not fail here, Whittingham. So please tell me. Now, Meadowlark resources are being thrown at this. We're going to make this joke. How are we going to make this joke?
Well, we are a bit afraid that if we reveal the mechanism or the vehicle for it, I use that word intentionally, that maybe we'll also have that business canceled. So we are seeking alternative methods to get our message across to Buffalo that Josh Allen has a stupid face. Again, that's from Billy Gill, not from me. But yes,
are we also going to have something that says that you think, signed by Chris Whittingham, that they should not have football if it's not in a dome? Are we going to do this in multiple ways?
I will happily endorse the placing of that message wherever that message wants to be placed, because I still happen to believe it.
What
I
about
happen to believe that, but like this game, you know what? Maybe the sign outside of the game should be, this game should be played in a dome.
Or a quote that just says, "What if Tua played?" How about that? A little third option.
Well, I want the audience.
That's a terrible option.
I want better options than those. And the hashtag is Bill Gill's Bills Billboard. And we're going, it's not a billboard anymore.
Wordy.
It is. Agreed. Thank you. It is.
Can I get that one more time?
Bill Gill's Bills Billboard.
Yeah, that was.
So not Bill Gill's billboards.
Not Billy Gill's, Bill Gill's, no apostrophe, Bill's Billboard.
Worst idea.
Yes. I wonder how it came to be. Was it because Billy didn't want this to be ever? It doesn't want his name on this thing in any way and is trying to purposely make it more complicated than it needs to be. I'm not totally sure that Cynthia's not picking up a phone that's just going to Billy, answering the phone because he's rewired the entire billboard system of Buffalo and him saying, nope, can't take your business while in face paint, because he badly wants to be on the Bills side on this now. He doesn't want any part of the other side of this. He just wants to be pro-Bills guy.
Why? It's
classic Billy.
Why? Like, so you open a microphone
and then run from the thing.
Right.
That's correct.
Like doesn't want to face any of the consequences
That's
of
correct.
opening a microphone completely unsolicited. No one said to him, Billy, you must come on the air on Monday and say that Josh Allen is a stupid
I was
face.
so jealous when I saw that clip. I was like, I need something. I want to say something about the Bills, and now he's running from it. I'll take it.
No, what you say about the Bills is I love their fans. The wings are great.
Well,
That's
the wings
not
were
going to get
great,
me
man.
anywhere.
Barbell? Those barbell wings.
Chris Cody's biggest complaint was they made me stand during the full game.
They stand the entire game.
Losers.
That is, I mean,
Oh, no.
Oh God!
not
you guys
I
sound
mean-
like terrible sports
No,
fans.
I'm not-
You ever watch the end of a Miami Heat game? There's 30 seconds to go. The Heat have a
No.
big possession, and there's like it's a 1-point game, and nobody's standing. And I'm just watching the television. Do
That's
none of
not
you,
true.
Do none
They
of you
stand
does
late in the
none of you
game.
have a pulse?
Hey, no,
Do
no.
none of,
Stand-
like, why do you even take these tickets?
This is what
Why
we're not
are you
going to do on this
here?
show. This is where I'm going to draw the line. We're not going to make up fictitious things about sporting events. I go to a lot of Heat games, Chris, and if there is a close game towards the end,
They stand.
They stand. I know, because then I have to stand, and I don't want to stand.
But not the entire. I mean, I'm not even bashing
Yeah.
it. It was just an
I'm bashing it.
observation.
I'm
I was like,
bashing it.
"Holy shit! It's the fourth quarter.
It's the second
we
quarter.
haven't
Sit
sat
down.
this entire game." I was actually fine with it. It was just
Proper
that
atmosphere.
just doesn't happen
No.
here.
No, it's not a proper atmosphere. We don't need to stand for the whole game. How do we know the special moments if everyone's standing all the time?
I wonder.
You sit down so that when a special moment happens, now I stand up. See how
I
that
wonder
works?
if they always do that, or it's because there was like snow on the seats. So I don't know if they only do that when it's cold weather, or they always just stand even when it's warm. So I'd be curious. Does anybody know?
To
I don't know.
Whittingham's point, they
I
shouldn't
went to
have
a game. I went to a game where they were sitting. There
So
wasn't
it might
snow.
be- it was
a
just
whole
weather.
playoff game.
Or maybe weather.
It's not until it's like a close part of the end of the game. You don't need to stand.
It's a playoff game. It's Buffalo. They've been through a lot this season.
Have you ever been to college football games where you stand a lot of the time during
stood
college
the-
football?
I
I mean,
stood
maybe
the
not
entire
Miami
time.
games.
No, I did. In Texas A&M, I stood the entire game.
There you go.
Yeah.
At Miami games,
Some
they
fan
just,
bases just stand.
at Miami games, they just stand up.
Make some noise.
But
Like they
this
set
is
up the
part
game.
of the gulf between media and sports fandom that is totally consumed and passionate. Amin thinks these people are losers. Amin should have his name on some of these things that we're putting up on
Gladly.
billboards
He
because
thinks everyone's a loser.
I do. It's true.
but he's hardened because he's been in a front office and has seen 20 years of these games. And at the end of them, he just wants to watch them. He doesn't want people standing up with their enthusiasms. He wants to watch. He's just cynical and hardened. And fandom is less so for him in the viewing experience at an arena.
Look, I'll tell you what. I'm a huge Star Wars fan, right? I don't stand up when I'm watching these movies.
Oh my
That's a good
god!
point.
Shut up.
I sit down. Like, I'm like, oh, that was fun. Like, I might clap or whatever, but I'm not going to stand up.
If you stood up watching Star Wars at a movie theater, you would have to be arrested.
You do stand up
That's
when
insane
the words start
behavior.
going backwards. That's a weird part.
Does that throw you off, Chris?
That's just stupid. Don't make me read all this shit before the movie. Just someone narrate it, please. Thank you.
We're going to do something. That's what you're promising me, Whittingham. You're
Yes.
winning me. You're promising
Alternative
me.
vehicles.
We'll do something.
Yes, there it is. There it is.
We'll do something.
Something will be done. Right now, what we're going to do is Thursday Thunder.
Thursday Thunder. I love it. Amin loves it. Jess loves it. Tony, you were going to give us our first game today. We're giving you a 3-game parlay. Have we hit any of these recently? Whatever, it doesn't matter.
Been since later on in the NFL season, I think.
Well, this is the one we're going to hit. I want everybody right now, go to DraftKings, download it, bet with us.
DraftKings Sportsbook, that is.
DraftKings Sportsbook. Tony, give us the first game.
Promo code Dan.
There you go, promo code Dan. Our first game is going to be the notoriously bad on the road Warriors against the Celtics. We're going to take the Celtics at home tonight. Money line.
We're going Celtics there. And then Amin, the Nets at the Suns. Who do you like?
I like the Nets. The Suns have been banged up. I don't see them covering.
Money line. Nets. Third game. Roy's not in here, so I'll take it. We're going with the Panthers on the road at the Canadians. Money line. Canadians. Roy looked back at me a few minutes ago and said Panthers aren't losing that game. So I said, all right, Roy. They're going on. Mike made a face, though, so I don't think he agrees, but we're going with it anyway.
I mean, Panthers have been in relatively decent form.
Woody gets it.
Taking points from 6 of their last 8, won 5 of them.
Panthers money line?
We're going all favorites.
Tkachuk is good.
Celtics,
Tkachuk
Nets.
pretty.
Celtics, Nets, Panthers, all money line. DraftKings Sportsbook. Let's go.
See you, Gary.